Nice to meet you. My name's Jan.
Hi.
I'm the practice nurse. We're just doing a review today, so you can get your repeat medication and check what's happening with you and with regards to your epilepsy.
Okay.
If it's all right with you, we'll go through and collect some information and make sure you have time to talk about anything that's relevant for you and your epilepsy to think about today.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, I suppose a good place to start off, how have you been doing with your seizures over the last year?
I've had a couple in the last year.
Right.
First one about 8 months ago.
Okay.
And then the second one a couple of months after that.
Right. Okay.
That's the first time in a few years. I've been all right for a while, so.
Right, so everything was steady, but 8 months ago
Yeah.
it changed.
Went through a bit of a turbulent time, I'll say.
Okay.
Brief separation and all those kind of boring details.
Right. Family life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you went through a turbulent time, as if you know what kicked it off.
Yeah, well, me and my wife separated
Right.
for a brief amount of time, so I moved out.
Right.
Stress, medication, lapses, things like that, I think just led up to a couple of months when it was quite bad, really. But
Right, okay. So the stress of missing your tablets kicked off a couple of fits. You said one at 8 months ago, 1 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Since then,
okay, things have kind of got back to a little bit of a routine.
right. So tell me, how have you got it all steady then? What have you
I think it helped. I mean, moving back helps
Right.
because then I can pick up where I left off in terms of my routine. I did drink a little bit, which is I've kind of knocked that on the head completely.
Right, okay.
Um,
So you've really taken control. So when you had your fits, seizures, tell me, what were they like?
The first one was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest.
Right.
I was away from home. I was in the hotel. I was in reception, and it just straight away out like a light. I don't know how long it was. It was under 5 minutes.
Right.
Ambulance came, knew exactly what they were dealing with, but they wouldn't let me stay in the hotel.
No.
So I went home. So they took me back to the wife, and
Right.
the second one, I was at home. The wife was there. She knew exactly what to do.
Right.
She just, made sure I was safe, and that was it. Just another couple of days in bed and another week off work.
Right. Okay. So they sound, the way you're talking about it sounds like when you have a seizure, it sounds like your standard approach to a seizure.
Yeah, I don't generally kind of have very much kind of differences in them. They generally all happen
It's just
around
where
the same
you
time.
have them
Yeah,
that matters.
it's just a nightmare when they're in public, and
Yeah.
I'm constantly thinking, when's the next one coming?
Right.
Because it's not part of what it's usually been like.
Right.
I'll have one every now and again, and that's it.
Okay. So it sounds like when you remember your tablets, you're fairly confident, as you have over the last 10 years, that you remain fit-free.
Yeah,
So what's the priority for you then?
I think it's absolutely been spot on with my tablets. It has to be.
Yeah. Do you know strategies that other people use?
I mean, I used to brush my teeth, and then that would always be
Yeah.
the trigger for it. At the moment, with everything kind of shifting around, I don't seem to be able to remember that. But in terms of what other people do, I don't know. I mean, I've read a few people online that
Go on.
they'll set an alarm or this, that, and the other, which is great. But if the alarm goes off, I'm sat on a bus and my tablets are at home, I'm stuck.
With regard to your medication, remembering it's really important when you take it. Sounds like it works. Any side effect problems?
I think more around the time when I was having the seizures, I seemed to suffer a little bit of weight gain, a little bit of fatigue,
Right.
which I'm still the fatigue is still there, but I don't know whether that's related to a change in the routine for me generally, or whether
Right.
it is related to the seizures and the medication. So
Stress, you mentioned that stress sets this up. What other ways do you reduce your stress?
it's difficult because I don't really seem to have the opportunities to, especially now I can't drive. I mean, me and my mate used to go, and this is a couple of years ago, we'd just go and fish on a Sunday. We'd just go pitch up, I'd pick him up, and we'd spend a day there, and I really enjoyed that, but
Right.
kind of life got in the way for a little bit. Then I had the seizure, lost my licence, and it's just...
Right, okay, so you lost something that you really enjoyed and it helped with your whole kind of headspace.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So what, if anything, do you think you could do to get back some headspace, some way of managing stress?
It'd be great to kind of get back out, but I'm conscious, especially because I've had like 2 seizures close together. I don't really want to be out there and having another seizure.
So you obviously you know about risk management when you could have a seizure and being near water. Okay, you enjoy fishing, you're aware of the risks, you'd like to go with your mate, you worry about having a seizure while you're fishing and you're relaxed.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a vicious circle. What if anything could help that? You say your friend's really good. He's seen you had a seizure.
Yeah.
You feel he would cope.
Yeah, like I said, he did really well last time. He got me in the recovery and everything.
Right.
So luckily it wasn't a big one, but
Right.
But yeah, so I'd be all right if he drove, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Because it was always me who drove.
Right.
So I think,
Okay. Might be payback time for him.
yeah, it's probably his turn now.
Right. So it could be his turn. You're
Yeah.
confident with him. You're relaxed when you're fishing. You've got a strategy for remembering your tablets, and you've knocked alcohol on the head. So, Mike, tell me about your job and how that works out with your epilepsy.
Well, they're generally a really good employer. My job is I'm a senior sales rep, so
Right.
generally I should be out and about driving.
Yeah.
But since the seizure, obviously, can't drive anymore, so I'm in the office. And like I said, they're really good because they understand, and I've worked for them for a long, long time.
Right.
So previously, when it's happened, they've made adjustments to my job, put me in the office, and I just crack on with it from there,
Right.
which is frustrating. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Don't get as much money.
Right.
I'm sat down all day, but not everybody would have that. Not everybody would have that luxury of an employer who would do that. So I'm fortunate.
So, Mike, we've come to the end of your appointment now. So go on, tell me, what's your plan?
Right. Medication.
Yep.
Alcohol's gone. Cut out the sticky buns.
Oh, sticky buns as well.
And I'm really going to give a think about fishing. I think that's a good idea.
Right, so you're going to think about that.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got a good plan.
I hope so.
Yeah. So I'm due to see you in about a year. Hopefully you'll be driving into the car park.
Hopefully.
And it'll be a whole different story. I look forward to hearing about the fish as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
So it's really lovely to see you. I'll follow you out.